December the 10th, rain. George Soper poisoned by mendicant after refusing to buy his lucky white heather. December the 12th, blizzards. Amos Haggard, squire, found guilty of armed robbery and sentenced to be hanged at the Stretchwood gibbet. Oh, I really must try and find something more cheerful to put in his diary. December the 21st, sunshine. Squire Haggard reprieved by royal pardon, rejoicing in the streets of Stretchwood. Well, perhaps I'd better not put that in yet. Not that they'd do it. Hang a gentleman? Never. If only I could swallow. Kiss me, more Madeira. What's all that commotion?
They're taking their places for the hanging.
What?
I've never seen such a crowd. They've taken all the rooms at the Magpie and Stump and the Swan with two necks. You can't get a seat anywhere. And it's like I always said, you give the crowd what they want, they'll turn out.
Well, the dogs are going to be disappointed, Catesby. I have several influential friends working on my behalf, even as we speak. I expect a royal pardon by midnight, and you can tell that to the hangman.
Well, you can tell him yourself.
What do you mean?
I'm also known as Jack Ketch.
You're the hangman?
Well, I have to make ends meet, if you'll excuse the expression. And this job don't pay very much. I was to do brandings, whippings, and mutilations.
Must keep you pretty busy. Look, I know a man must live, but why did you choose this line of work?
I've always wanted to be in entertainment. And you couldn't get a better crowd than this in Drury Lane. I knew we should have made it an all-ticket affair. Now, what would you like for your supper? We'll try to give you something special as it's your last night. Unless you're having trouble swallowing.
No trouble at all. I like a boiled leg of ham, a small plump roasting pig, an apricot and gooseberry tart. Oh, oranges and nuts by way of a dessert. Oh, and a good bottle of claret.
Strike me. You're going to eat all this lot, we'll need a stronger rope. Still, if that's what you want, after all, you're only getting an artichoke for breakfast. Artichoke. Get it?
Yes, very funny.
Now, have you prepared a speech?
Well, they expect a speech.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll make a few introductory remarks laced with some witty observations, and then you'll come back with something poignant, sincere, like regrets for a sinful life, that sort of thing. But keep it short. We don't want to be kept hanging about. We're leaving that to you.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
You have to excuse my gallows humour, sir. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Yes, yes, of course. Have a glass, Madeira. Let's talk about this.
No, thank you, sir. Not before a hanging. Last time I got so drunk I nearly hung the parson. Besides, I've got to be extra vigilant after losing elusive Edward.
Elusive Edward?
The only man ever to escape from this grim place. The only black mark against me. Don't do it, sir.
Well, I've no need to escape. My friends will save me.
That's what they all say. You come tomorrow, when you got to ride that three-legged horse's foaled by an acorn, and you've got to climb that deadly nevergreen that bears fruit all the year round, when you've got to make that leap in the dark from the scragging post and cry, cockles.
Cockles?
Aye, with the best of them. Who goes there?
Nathaniel Grunge, come to see my master.
Let's have a look at you. We can't be too careful, especially after elusive Edward. All right, carry on, Grunge.
Would you like a meat pie, sir?
I'm not hungry, Grant. Any news of the pardon?
Not yet, sir, no.
Well, he should be through soon.
Yes, they're going to be disappointed. Probably tear the place apart.
You mean they want to see me hang?
Well, they want to see someone hang. It's nothing personal, but they have been standing there all night.
Well, then they've been wasting their time.
Yes. But if the worst should come to the worst, sir.
Grant, I don't like the tone of this conversation. What do you mean if the worst should come to the worst?
It's the grey mare, sir.
Grey mare? What about it?
Well, you won't be needing her where you're going, and she's too slow for Master Roderick, and she's just standing there eating up the oats, and I wondered if I could have her.
You?
Yes, and then there's the old carriage that stands in the stable. I thought if I were to put them together, I could run some sort of haulage business. After you've gone. Yeah.
After I've gone? Grant, tomorrow I have to ride the three-legged horse filled by an acorn, climb the deadly nevergreen that bears fruit all the year round, and take a leap in the dark from the scragging post and cry cockles. And you talk to me about haulage? Have you no feelings?
Of course, sir. And don't think I've given up hope. The fool didn't search me. I brought you this.
What is it?
It may be the means of your deliverance.
And, what do I do with it?
You swallow it. What? It's an old trick. It lodges in the throat and stops it contracting. Then later, you're revived by the doctors and a passage book to the new world.
An old trick?
Yes.
Has it ever worked?
No.
And you expect me to swallow this, you fool, when I can hardly swallow a piece of lightly boiled fish? Thank heavens I don't have need for devices like this. Once my wife has thrown herself at the feet of the Lord Lieutenant, my pardon will be assured.
Oh, we've had a message from your wife, sir.
Oh, a message from Tibbs? You mean she's not here?
Well, she's halfway through her treatment in Bath, and she feared it would undo all the good work if she were to leave now, but she sends her best wishes.
My God, has everyone abandoned me?
No, I haven't, sir.
Thank you, Grunge.
Grunge,
Yes?
put you down for a piece of the rope.
How much?
A shilling an inch. Come on, it's a good investment and fetch a lot more later.
Put me down for a foot.
I heard that, Grunge. You'd buy the rope that hung me to put over the fireplace.
Only to remember you by, sir. After all, I'm not getting the grey mare.
I'm surprised you haven't been after the clothes as well.
No. I get those part of the perks.
Now, enough. Just leave me. Let me compose myself.
Red at night, shepherd's delight.
Yes, delight indeed, Grunge. For Master Roderick is going to come through that door, his face wreathed in smiles, and tell me the king has granted me a pardon. I'm afraid this does not bode well, Grunge. Any news of the pardon?
There is none, Father.
Oh, the king is busy.
The king grows madder by the hour. He now thinks he's a teapot and waits to be stirred.
Well, what of the gentlemen of their town? Will they not seek to make a postponement?
I've spoken to the gentlemen of the town. They say a delay would serve no useful purpose.
Well, it may serve no useful purpose to them, but it would certainly be of value to me.
They say it would disappoint the mob.
Oh, excuse me. We don't want to disappoint the mob. I'll come back next week and do an encore.
One thing, son. I think it's time to give me the gold watch.
Gold watch.
I know you mean to leave it to me afterwards, but if the worst should come to the worst...
Now, you're doing it.
Well, it could fall into the wrong hands. Afterwards.
Afterwards, you vulture, you worse than Grunge. Have you no feelings?
Of course I have feelings. What do you think it's like for me? You having your neck stretched like a common criminal and hung in chains for all to see. We've had to cancel the wedding. We could hardly walk out of the church with you swinging there in the breeze. Every time I walk down the high street, you'll be there. A daily reminder of our shame.
No, Master Roderick. He only hangs in chains for an hour.
Well, that's a relief.
Then he's cut down and handed over to the anatomists. And they cut him up.
What?
Oh, no. He'll not be cut up by the anatomists. He'll have a Christian burial, by God.
How so?
We'll get a bunch of sturdy knaves and snatch his body from the hangman.
Roderick, don't think I'm interfering. Why not get a bunch of sturdy knaves to snatch me before the hangman?
The mob would never permit it, Father. Not before. But they're not concerned about afterwards.
Afterwards? Look, there's too much talk about afterwards. I'm an innocent man.
Yes, Father. And I know a way in which you can cheat the mob and the hangman.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so before? What is it?
Prussic acid.
Prussic acid?
No! That's the coward's way, Master Roderick. I've worked for my master some 30 years. And if I know one thing about him, it's this. He'll die game. And with dignity. And his death will be a reproach to those who make our laws and show such little humanity. Oh, There'll be tears, yes. But there'll be pride, too. And all will remember his going. And perhaps one day, in the fullness of time, there will be reforms through men like him. And this squalid public spectacle will be no more.
Got that seat for you, Grunge. Front row, you won't miss a thing.
What? You've got a front seat, you rogue?
Well, I wanted to be near you, sir.
If the worst comes to the worst...
I've never seen such a demand. They say he'll die game.
Oh, he'll die game, all right.
My father won't be the first Haggard to take the leap. He'll die gay.
Yeah, he looks a gamer, doesn't he? That's because he's one of the swell mob. We don't normally get them. No, we get the drag sneaks and the till friskers and the dead lurkers and the running rumblers and them that pricks the wicker for a dolphin.
What's he talking about, Dutch?
He says you're not a common criminal.
Of course I'm not a common criminal.
Well, I know that. And any gent who goes out with 2 pops and a galloper against the rattling coves, well, you've got my admiration.
But what's he saying now?
He says you're a highwayman.
I'm not a highwayman. I'm innocent. It was Captain Starlight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've spent a month telling everyone I'm innocent and no one believes me. Well, now, Roderick, I think it's time to play our last trick.
What's that, Father?
It's time to use Grunge's incredible likeness to me.
What incredible light?
Oh, people have often remarked upon it. We could be brothers.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. We possibly had the same father, Grunge. Now, simply by exchanging coats and hats, we can use this incredible likeness to our advantage. Grunge stays here and I walk out a free man.
Brilliant stratagem, Father.
Oh, no.
It'll work, Grunge.
Suppose they hang me instead.
Well, then it's a far, far better thing you do now than you have ever done.
No, it isn't.
Look, they won't hang you. They'll just be, well, very annoyed for a while, that's all. Now, you stand over there while we make our exit.
Farewell, Father. Until tomorrow, then.
Yes, farewell, master, and be of good heart.
I brought you supper, sir.
Not now, Grunge. Just pour me some more wine. It's all I can swallow at the moment. Put the basket on the table, Grunge. The rats grow ever bolder.
Mercy me! They've taken the leg of lambs.
They're insatiable this evening. They've already had 2 meat pies and a bottle of Rhenish.
What are you writing, sir?
My last will and testament.
Ah. Any mention of a grey mare at all?
You never stop, do you, Grunge? I've got too many cares of my own to worry about you. My life is almost at an end.
Not so, sir.
What?
When I was out there in the crowd just now, I met a mendicant. Who fixed me with a gaze so fierce I could not move. And do you know what he said? He shall come and he shall go, but none shall see him.
What did he mean?
He shall walk and he shall ride, but none shall see the man astride. Doors will open, doors will close, but none shall see the man who goes. Only he who wears the clothes. Then he thrust this cloak into my hands. He said it was the same cloak that freed elusive Edward, the cloak of invisibility.
Well, you didn't believe all that rubbish, did you?
No. I laughed in his evil old face. Then he disappeared.
Into the crowd.
Into thin air.
Ah, but not before you paid him, Grunge.
It's yours for £50.
Let's see if it works first.
Yeah. There we are, sir. Where are you?
Don't play tricks on me, Grunge. I can see myself.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Doors will open, doors will close, but none shall see the man who goes. Only he who wears the clothes. Only he who wears the cloak can see himself.
But that's ridiculous.
What was that? Are you still here?
Of course. You mean, you really can't see me? You mean, you think it works?
Of course it works. That's £50.
You think I could just walk out of here?
Yes, sir. Oh, don't move around, sir. I'm going to trip over you.
I think you're hustling me again, Grunge.
Ah, Grunge! Where's my father? We have important matters to discuss.
He stands before you, Master Roderick.
What?
He's here.
Well, of course he's not here. Has he escaped? Have they taken him somewhere? Where have they taken my father?
I'm here, Roderick.
What devil's work is this? I hear my father, but I see him not.
Touch him, sir. Let him feel you.
Yeah, this is a miracle. My father stands before me. He touches me, but I see him not.
He wears the cloak of invisibility.
The cloak of invisibility? Then be gone, father, whilst there's still time, before the magic loses its power.
You mean they really can't see me?
Guards, open the doors. We're ready to depart.
The cloak of invisibility.
Grunger's idea. He said that if you thought you were invisible, you'd walk out with confidence and none would challenge you.
Yes, sir. People have been known to escape from prison not by being furtive, but by walking out in a confident manner.
I see. So it was more a cloak of confidence, Grant.
Yes, sir.
Pity I didn't know that. I walked out with confidence and came back on my arse. Remind me to send that grey mare to the knacker's yard, Roderick.
Never mind, father. All is not lost. The Lord Lieutenant has arrived at the Swan with Two Necks.
Has he brought the pardon?
No, he's come to see the hanging. Oh. But if I were to present him with this petition, we may obtain a stay of execution.
Well, he looks very impressive, Roderick.
Would you care to sign, father?
Well, if you think it would carry any weight.
We need all the signatures we can get.
How many have we got?
One.
What? Yours is the only signature, Roderick.
You're not that popular, father.
Well, why hasn't Grant signed?
Because I don't want to get torn to pieces by the mob, that's why.
Well, surely you don't think they'd do that?
You're forgetting the counter petition.
What counter-petition?
There are those who think the punishment is not severe enough.
What? You mean they'd hang me twice, the dogs?
No, they want to draw and quarter you as well. Stick your head on a pike and burn what's left.
Well, that's barbaric. Who'd sign a petition like that?
6,450 so far.
What? You may have the grey mare, Grant.
Where do I sign?
We need more signatures.
I'll sign. Oh! I think it's barbaric too.
Who are you?
Elusive Edward. The will-o'-the-wisp. I've been sleeping in that straw for 6 weeks, and it's no joke.
You mean the jailer never searched for you here?
Nah, he's superstitious. I told him I had a magical power and could turn myself into a rat.
Huh? And he believed you?
Yeah. Apart from poisoning the cheese, he's left me alone.
Well, why didn't we think of that?
Nah, you wouldn't like it. I can't take it anymore. I'm thinking of giving myself up.
What are they, hanging you for?
Pricking the wicker for a dolphin. And you?
2 pops and a galloper.
Oh, one of the swell mob.
Gentlemen of the road.
Well, it's been a privilege. And, thanks for the grub. At least I can die on a full stomach.
One moment. Have you noticed something, Roderick?
What's that, father?
The incredible likeness.
What?
We're almost identical.
Indeed, you are, father. Grunge, just look at the incredible likeness.
Yes, you could be twins.
Look, you're going anyway. How would you like to take my place? You know, go out in style, not as a common criminal, but as a master craftsman with the noise of the crowd ringing in your ears.
I must say it's very tempting.
Oh, a tremendous crowd. You'll be somebody. Well, for a short while. You'd look after your dependents.
Done.
Just put on my hat and coat. The coat. The coat, Edward. Ah, you see? The likeness is incredible. Now, all we have to do, we must just...
Oh, wait a minute. There's something wrong here. Oh, yeah, I thought so. I told you once before, only 2 visitors.
That's all right. I'll go.
Mind you do. Don't come back. I don't want you slipping in here when I'm gone.
Oh, I won't. Night all.
They've gone! And with my best hat and coat. That was my last hope.
Don't despair, father. I'll seek out the Lord Lieutenant and throw myself on his mercy. Be of stout heart.
May I speak, sir?
Yes, Grunge. What? You may speak.
Oh. Well, the jailer has shown us his weakness. He has a superstitious nature, and we must play on this, sir. We must use the cloak of invisibility.
We've tried that, Grant. It doesn't work.
But that's because he hadn't heard about it. He hadn't seen it. We hadn't sown the seed in his mind.
You mean a stratagem?
Yes, yes. You hide in the straw, sir. Leave the rest to me. Quickly, sir. Quickly. I know I can't see you, sir, but that's not the point. This is the devil's work, and I implore you not to go through with it. There could be very serious side effects.
What are you doing?
Talking to the squire.
Huh? Where? I don't see him.
That's because he's wearing the cloak of invisibility.
What?
Didn't you notice anything strange about the man who just left? The piercing eyes, the horns.
Horns?
And weren't you wondering how he got in? Straight through the wall.
You mean he's a...
The devil.
What did he want?
He gave Haggard the cloak of invisibility in return for his immortal soul. Doors will open, doors will close, but none shall see the man who goes.
Where is he?
Don't do it, sir. Please, I implore you, take your chances. Wait for the pardon. You know not what terrors you unleash. Oh, there's no need for that, sir. Oh, no violence, please. It's for your own good. Oh, form a shame. You must stop him. Oh, don't do that to the jailer, sir. He's only doing his job. He meant you no harm. Oh, he's making for the door. Ah! Oh, I've got his leg. I've got his... Oh, he got away. Oh, close the cell door. Oh, too late, he's gone. Oh, close the main gate.
Close the main gate!
It works, sir. It
Well,
works.
it may have worked, Grant, but I'm still a prisoner.
Yes, well, all you have to do is wait for a new prisoner to arrive and then leave with the visitors, just like elusive Edward.
A clever stratagem.
I see no problem, sir. Well, that's one.
Talking to yourself, Grant.
Well, I thought he might still be here.
Funny, so did I. They laughed at me out there.
Oh.
Called me a superstitious old fool. And I wondered, where could he be hiding? Where would I hide if I was him? What better place to hide an apple but in an apple barrel? What better place to hide a prisoner but in a prison? In the straw.
He's not in the straw.
How do we know he's invisible?
Well, you can use that fork as much as you like. You won't find him.
Shall we see?
Yeah, you see? What did I tell you? Go on, why not try that? That's it. And here. Go on, carry on. Don't mind me. Put your mind at rest. Satisfy yourself. That's it. Oh, let me have a go. Yeah.
Great news, Father! Starlight has been taken and confessed. You're pardoned.
I'm afraid it's rather late, Rodney, because Grant has just skewered me in the vital parts. Grant! You swiping gobbler!